Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Fight Dawn of War Unification casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 1 vs 1 on Fata Morgana. On the other side, as the Thousand Suns, we've got MrRay. On the other side, as the Salamanders, we've got Vrax. Vrax will be opening with a couple of scout squads, a Tech Marine and a Fairness, whereas MrRay is going to go for a couple of Prowl Wizards, a Sorcerer Lord, Demon Gate, and a Rune Scribe Construct. So, I mean, we saw the other day, it was Salamanders versus Night Lords, and the Salamanders did quite struggle against them. So it might be a case that we're just going to see the Salamanders regaining their posture, regaining their position in the ranks against some more foul, traitor, legion kind of people. We're also seeing the Demon Gate. Demon Gate's quite a popular opening for the Thousand Suns. You get those Ray, Mantis Ray things. It's supposed to make sense, you're called MrRay, so why not go for the Screamers? That's what you're called. You go for some Screamers and chase after these guys. Sometimes you will see the Salamanders go for their armory into their Thunderfire Cannon opening, which probably would not work against these Screamers because they will just jump in and munch their faces off and all that stuff. But no major aggression in the early games at the moment. We're just seeing everyone capture their nearest and dearest, which is quite important on this map, considering that there are a whole bunch of resources to collect and all that stuff. Usually we see quite a lot of back and forth around the relics, as they do take a fair while to capture. Now, what? The age-old question for the Sorcerer Lord, what book are you going to go for? I've not seen MrRay play before, so not sure exactly what kind of playstyle this chap has. I do appreciate the Mr. in front of his name and the Ray, another sea creature. Distant kin, probably, maybe. Here come the Screamers as inch. They'll be looking for the scouts, prevent them from capturing any of their bits and bobs. A Force Commander out for Vrax, and will we see them go toe-to-toe against the Sorcerer Lord? Still not got any books at the moment. It's not ideal. Walk specialization. Alright, okay, right, so he's gone for the Force Armor and Malefico Pavioni Thingamadoodad. So primarily going to be DPS Solo Ranger, as you were. Screamers spying out these scouts, whereas the Sorcerer Lord will be focusing on the Tech Marine instead. Quite a beast of close combat is a Sorcerer Lord as well. Some regular tacticals. Did you decide to cancel? Oh no, you went for Tactical Marines and a Force Commander as well. Scouts will just be trying to distract these Screamers, make them run over that side, which you shouldn't really be focusing on them too much. They're not going to be playing ball. Your squad wipe on them, it isn't necessarily the biggest and baddest thing. It's also getting a good Doom Bolt on these chaps. It's a spell that all Sorcerer Lords have, regardless of which spell book they go for. But the armor that he has researched for himself, when he activates that, will be able to help him shirk off the damage from the Force Commander. We'll just run away, allowing these Screamers to do their business. Screamers over on this side will be focusing on the Listing Post. So a light bit of economic damage. Thousand Suns not committing too much to this engagement. Bringing down the big chains on these guys while the Screamers come in. Also breaks morale as well. Screamers seeing an opportunity. A surround on the Forcemen. Will probably wanted to get surround more on the Tactical Marines here. Not doing amazing damage against the Listing Post. Screamers aren't known for their ability to cut their way through Listing Posts and buildings. They're more primarily orientated towards killing infantry and the like. And the Tactical Marines here have been absolutely swarmed, using loads of models in this situation. Now one squad of Screamers attempting to save the Sorcerer, who is quite low on health at the moment. Going to get some taunting, or tainting bolt even, for more DPS goodness. Yeah, the Salamanders over here really struggling. Need to break the morale of these Screamers. If you break the morale, that's what will do the damage to them. Scouts now being reconvened over onto this side, but still been pestered by some Screamers. Been left alone for a little while. There we go, the old Force Commander standing tall against them, riding solo, but against this amount won't be doing much, even with the support of the scouts. Tactical Marines, though, they've got some more lads in their ranks. Could really do with one of these Listing Posts being upgraded. Fighting underneath a Listing Post for them would do a lot of stuff, considering as well that Listing Posts use flamethrowers. But I suppose then if they do that, then the Screamers will then just jump over here and start smashing this kind of stuff. So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. There we go, they've got one over on this side protecting all the good stuff in the centre. That will make these guys think twice for continuing this engagement. And they go flying away. Current economy is 86 and 36 compared to 92 and 20. So that opening aggression, not doing a major amount. And the Salamanders do have plenty of money. There we go. They're now going for their tier 2. Are you on the way for yours? You are well in advance for your tier 2. So even though they didn't get them much of an economic advantage, it's at least given them time to get some sort of tech advantage in this situation. What would you go for? What's a good transition from Screamers into, I assume, Hellblades, flying dudes, keep in the air like you just don't care. Silver Spire over here, about to be broken down, almost upgrading if it's add-on. Might want to cancel that actually, MrRay.
6 minutes.
He keeps it going, which is going to be a pain of a waste for him. He was probably focusing on other things, maybe potentially. Dark Library about to finish. What kind of research will you go for to improve? I mean, I assume that there'll be some improvements for Screamers in the Dark Library.
This point is ours now.
But this is not looking any more substantial than previous.
Box open.
Still take these guys on if they want to. There we go, Silver Spire firing away. Screamers now getting into position. Doombolt firing on in. Good AoE damage. Phosphorus grenades been thrown at the Screamers. And the Chains of Torment being placed on top of... Oh no! Yeah, on top of the scouts. That's what they were doing. Then the Force Commander detaching himself from them. That's quite nice. Preventing him from being gutted like everyone else, but he is so low on health at the moment. Just one more nibble from these Screamers will do him justice. Second squad of Tactical Marines there. And that will make this engagement all the more difficult for the Screamers, because they can't now just focus on one squad. They've now got to split their attentions into two. Thankfully the Saucer Lord will do the same, giving them the old Gandalf, you shall not pass, right in the middle of their ranks. These guys, Force Commander, narrowly surviving an untimely end. Screamers now attempting to scare away the Scouts. Scouts managed to get a decap on that relic. Pretty good for them. Not seeing any more units from you. Oh, we're seeing some blue scribes. Heralds of Zinch. So going for a primarily demon army. Thrall Wizards. Which, if they go for their Thrall Wizard leader, got potential for some more magics to assist the demons. Demons over here finishing off the Scouts. They did well to survive that long. But alas, death comes to them. Upgrading some Tactical Marines with some heavy bolters and some... Oh, right, okay, so heavy bolters for the firing, flamers for the morale breaking. Pretty good combination of the two. Anvil is being built up, and we are seeing some Command Flamer weapon research. It means that the Force Commander will have some stuff. I assume we're going to go for some Sergeants at some point, which will add to that. Here comes the Herald of Zinch. Throw down a lot of firepower. Some more tainted magics. Everyone can basically throw down magic. From the Thousand Suns perspective, makes sense. Look at that AoE damage coming in. Screamers have had the morale broken on this side, but that's same happening over on this side to the Tactical Marines. With all this firepower, I don't think that the Screamers are going to be weathering the storm as well as they're thinking, but maybe with the support of the Blue Scribes, that will help them. And to be fair, all the morale has been broken on the Screamers here. Got some rain coming down as well. Some foul, chaotic
4 minutes until
weather events. Now they're going to come over. Morale's been broken though. Very slow bringing it back up, but back now by Malice of Fairness, seeing if they can scorch these foul demons off the face of these sands. Saucer Lord also got his health regen relatively well. Keeps the Fairnesses back. Got some more squads. Oh, we've got some horrors as well. Yeah, just pure demons, baby. Quite like it. Don't often see a Thousand Sun player going for a build on like this. It's not the most optimal, I have to say, but it'll do for now. More magic being thrown in there. Source Lord being burnt to a crisp. It's not an engagement that these guys want to get involved in. That's all the Demon Manta Rays taken out. Pink Horus ain't going to be doing much against these guys. Herald also not going to do all that well. And actually, that's a lot of Pink Horus at the moment, and there is absolutely no... Oh, I suppose there's a Razorback on this side. But one Razorback does not require two Pink Horus squads to deal with. We'll hold here. Doesn't seem to do terrible damage, actually, against infantry. So maybe that's not... Maybe double Pink Horus isn't exactly the worst thing to go for in the situation. I'm actually going to see a third squad. Sorcerer Lord being rebuilt. A Chaplain and Wargear Bionics as well. Make the Salamanders all the more tougher. I don't know, we saw the Night Lord game the other day that the maneuverability is the way to really bother the Salamanders. Engaging them in straight firefight is exactly what they want. Remarkably durable and strong. And again, the Blue Horrors will come in. Some little head pats in there. Force some tactical means to keep on the move. Sorcerer Lord will need to come in and make some clutch Doom Bolt throws in there. That's probably these demons, unlike the Thousand Suns infantry, they don't have access to throw magic about anywhere. But once a Pink Horror dies, it does summon forth two Blue Horrors. The Doom Bolts. To get more bang for your buck with a Pink Horror. Units within units. Sorcerer Lord doing relatively well at the moment, health-wise. Razorback's been taken out. Rhino will probably also fall foul very quickly. Armour on that Sorcerer, keeping him alive for this engagement. And yeah, against all odds, Pink Horrors en masse, sorting these guys out. They managed to deny that Occult Forge for a little while. Might even be able to potentially do it again. Problem with the Thousand Suns is that once start building, the building just starts doing it by itself, so you can't cancel it by destroying the builder unit. Has been finished. The Primaris Fairness aren't designed for burning down buildings.
We are receiving.
It's always interesting. I always assume that flame weapons would do a lot of building damage. I suppose you can't burn ancient Egyptian-esque stone. We've got plenty of weapons and upgrades coming in, so they should be doing better and better. And I do quite like how Vrax is focusing on the infantry side of things rather than the vehicle stuff, because obviously, why go vehicles if there's that many big cores on the field? Right, Mao's leading that charge in. Morale being broken on the Horrors, and the Horrors are almost being squad wiped there. Blue Horrors now going to see if they can continue doing their mischief. Deceiver on the way, and there is no anti-vehicle stuff. Actually, no, I lie, there is one melter gun in there. Trying to focus down this Occult Forge, not preventing Deceiver from coming out. Double flamers on this bad boy. This is a blue flame. It's giving them a taste of their own medicine. One Tech Marine just standing around, minding his own business. Try and burn them to a crisp. It's not doing them much. Would a whirlwind be an idea for the Horrors Singe? The vehicle does AoE damage, blasting them apart, but keeping without range from the Horrors. Might be an idea. Are in tier 3 now. The current economy is being 126 and 40 compared to 143 and 48. That Deceiver really making a difference in this engagement. Sorcerer Lord in the middle. Looks like he might be burnt. Yep. Burnt down once again. Not what he wants. Some buff going on with these guys. Assume does all the general armor increases or weapon accuracy. The usual gubbins that you see those shiny things do. But for the Chaplain, I imagine. Firm Infernus Dreadnought is in there with a huge boom from his, I don't know, some sort of cannon. Can't see. Secret cannon, maybe. He's wanting to slap people about with his slipper hands. Salamander's on the back foot here. Really struggling. What are you going to go for instead? An Eradicator squad. Eradicators will be decent at killing the Deceiver and the Infernum Dreadnought. We'll need support from these guys, though, to kill the rest of the roster. The Thousand Suns. I mean, just all those blue horrors. Even when you kill the pink horrors, it's a really frustrating thing for everyone involved here. They die so quickly, but it does force the Salamanders back every single time, giving the pink horrors plenty of time to reposition themselves. Another Rhino on the way. Not sure what the Rhino's objective here is, other than repositioning the Salamanders. The Eradigators on the flanks. Look at that health drop. As quickly as it can. Rhino goes down. Deceiver munching its way through this tactical squad over here. Blue Scribe attempting to blow these guys up. There's a little bit of damage. They want to be focusing on that Dreadnought. There we go, Dreadnought goes down. Tactical Marines managing to stabilise themselves, and all the pink horrors, bar one, have gone down. That is actually quite a decent engagement for the Salamanders. Yeah, okay, they've lost the listing post down here, but they've still got most of their economy online. Still got most of the fighting forces available as well. Got the Flamers for the demons. They've got the Eradicators for the vehicles, and they've got a good bolstering amount of tactical marines just to keep their ground. With some more Horrors of Zinch on the way. First Dreadnought being replaced, and another Deceiver. And don't know if this unit composition is going to work anymore. Again, I would like to see maybe one Hellblade just come down, split the attention of the Salamanders. Maybe just transitioning away from demons now into the other dudes. But I suppose that these guys have now got all their upgrades. And MrRay probably has not got any infantry upgrades at the moment, so they'll be a lower tier. Engaging at a disadvantage. Tosslord being chased around by the Dreadnought. Won't pop his armour there. And it seems that he's... Have you stunned this dude? Looks like you've stunned him. In fairness, been killed by the Eradicator. And oh, how the tides have turned against the Thousand Suns. Demons are always quite good in the early games. As the game goes on, you struggle. Mind you, there, it's a good amount. And the Infernus Dreadnought, sorry, the Infernus Primaris has gone over this way. So you do really want them to be focusing on the big horrors here. Salamander Dreadnought is deaded. Deceiver running roughshod over these dudes. Probably want to tie up the Eradicators as well. Just focus them down. Some fire and flames. Good amount of that. The unit has been taken down. It's taken them a very long time to break through their armour here. The Horrors replacing those who are lost. Vehicle cap increase and some Thrall Wizards on the way. Got Master Demonologist, Flamers of Zinch. So demons are getting the upgrades in. Also Zinch as well, and a Predator. Yeah, I think a Predator might be the idea here. Be able to avoid those Eradicators a lot better. There was a big demon buff. All glowing, with anger and rage. As they lose more listing posts. Flamers able to melt apart infantry willy-nilly. Now Predator on Predator action. Beambolt's been fired at from the rear end. Also I've got a blue scribe with a whatever your face is, Charix. More damage. Predator over here though is going to have to focus on the infantry though, because that infantry is the mainstay of problems for them. Pink Collar's just not hacking it at the moment. Still alive there. Still causing issues. Will be interesting to see if the Flamers Zinch can come out and turn this tide. Very fragile though. So if they are focused down straight away, depending on how focused Vrax is at the moment. Right, there we go. Here they come. And opening fire. Forcing these guys backwards. 3 scribes are taken care of. Flamers definitely getting the kills in. They can take a punch. Well, they can give a punch. But are they able to take a punch? Does not look like it. Even though the Pink Horrors are still on the field at the moment, they're losing more and more of their base. The second Predator comes in. Chaplain inspiring the men once more. Even though the Tactical Marines are falling foul to the Flamers a cinch. A Crucible Sorcery goes down. Do they have any more builders? There are some builders here. They're attempting to repair the Crucible Sorcery. Not quite able to save it. Another Predator, both sides, and noises from MrRay. Doesn't seem very pleased. What's going on? Vrax that he's in no rush. Oh dear. Unpleasantries at the end of that match. No need for name calling in this game of 2 halves. But yeah, a very good match. I must say it was a really good effort from the Thousand Suns. Very strong early game with those Screamers. Might have actually been an idea to maybe get some more Screamers towards the end of that game, you know, just for the Horrors to fire down on them, some Screamers to get involved in the middle of it. They would die pretty quickly though, to be fair. So I don't know. Maybe, I think artillery for both sides would have been quite useful as well. Whirlwind to get rid of those Horrors early on in the game, and a Whirlwind from these guys, just because they were always quite closely well knit between them, so that AoE damage might have been pretty good. And also, yeah, the lack of infantry. I mean, in those situations, a lot of Doombots would have definitely killed a lot of Salamanders, but a lack of infantry of the regular variety from the Thousand Suns may have done them in there. But hey ho, that was the game. And yeah, so thank you so much, boys, for sending that game into the Discord. One Spot channel. Have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you once a game a week. And there is also a Discord where Discord things happen. Links in the description as always. Mine's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure's always never short. And I'll see you in a bit. Peace.